Hello, my loves. This is the part 2 reading for the week of January 2nd, 2023. So here we're going to have Libra through Pisces. If you're looking for the other signs, be sure to check out my part 1 video on my page. I hope everyone is having a good new calendar year. I will be pulling an extra card for each sign, but I'm not going to go in depth heavily on like a new year forecast, because for me, I kind of follow the astrological calendar. So I will give a more in-depth reading on March 21st when we have that spring equinox and beginning of Aries season. So until then, let's get right into this week's readings. If you like what I do, be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You can check out my website or Instagram for more information on getting a personal reading or one-on-one video session. I also have a ton of just like free content on Instagram at all times. So it's a great resource for that. But let's get right into it this week. We have Libra to start off. So let's see what Spirit has for Libra this week. What guidance, what messages Libra may need. Ooh, what a terrible shuffle. All right, we had a couple like heavy hitter cards last round, so I'm very curious to see what comes up this time. Libra, I'm getting a lot of friction just from literally shuffling, so let us see, Libra. All right, we have 2 intuition card. That was one of Virgo's. 9 material harvest, very nice. 5 emotional loss. Okay, Libra. Fuck, that was also with the Virgos. So it's such a bittersweet week for you. I feel like you're having these wins and you've been progressing and you've been moving forward in so many ways. And then also you're kind of hit with this like grief at the same time. And this could be, for some of you, I'm seeing a physical person moving on to the spirit realm, but for others, it's kind of just like this grief of, holy shit, like processing all the things you've been through. I feel like the last year has felt like 10 years for you. There's so much to process. There's so much going on. And you are continuing to transform and grow through all of those things, but your heart is a little bit heavy through this week and month overall, kind of. Sorry to say. But then you do have the 9 material harvest. So there are a lot of wins for you, Libra. I am seeing wins with work. Some of you might be coming into a promotion or a brand new job, but I do see more money coming your way, more financial support, and just feeling overall like you have a better hold on like your finances and where you're at than you have been more recently. So it's going to be key more than anything as you work through all of these changes and processing to tap into your intuition, to be sure that you are connecting to spirit in whatever way that you do that. This could be finding time to meditate. This could be doing something meditative, even journaling, painting, going on a walk, just kind of sitting in silence outside, being fully present with where you're at. Like literally it's just basically not distracting yourself. Like you can even be doing the dishes and be in a meditative state if you're really like focusing and being in the moment. How does this feel? What smells am I smelling? Yeah, just all these different sensations that we have. I think sometimes we overthink it. So figure out how you can bring more awareness in your everyday life, Libra, and start from there. All right, I'm going to pull a card for the beginning of the calendar year and just see what's coming forward for you the next couple months. We have 13 transformation card. No surprise there. Like I said, you're changing so fucking much, Libra. This last year was like 10 years for you. It's so many lessons compacted into one. And it's a lot now, but you will be coming out of this a completely different person, a stronger person. You will feel more confident in yourself and where you're headed from here on out, Libra. So all good things coming, even though it is a lot in the moment. All right, next up we have Scorpio. Oh my God, why did I do that so weird? Everything's fine. You know, sometimes I gotta use my boobs to shuffle. All right, Scorpio, what guidance, what messages do you need this week? What does our Scorpio need to know? All right, we have 7, patience and planning. Cute. 8 accelerated motion. And 19 light. All right, so I'm seeing a couple renewed different things for you, Scorpio. I'm seeing some of us go this entrepreneurial route. Maybe you are thinking of getting into some different sort of like business plan. Maybe you have a business and you're thinking of going a different route, kind of rebranding, something like that. But you are definitely reassessing where you put your energy in your career and how you want to continue to do so, right? So some of us, this could also be doing like a passion project or something for extra income, like a side hustle. It doesn't have to be like your main source of income, but I do see you really wanting to invest your time into this and figure out how to make it work. Maybe it's something you've thought about in the past and didn't really move forward with, or you've looked into a bit but haven't really solidified a plan with it. So now, and this makes so much sense because now until January 19th, we have Mercury retrograde. So it's a great time to kind of reassess any old projects or plans that you might have had and then kind of move into action after the retrograde ends. So it's a good time, like I said, to reassess, reevaluate, and not stress so much on action, right? Sometimes organizing our inner world and our ideas is action, right? It is propelling you forward. It is setting up a better foundation to propel you forward anyways, especially you have the accelerated motion and the light card. So things will be moving swiftly once you do kind of get grounded and organized in your mind, in your thoughts, and get a clear vision of what you do want to do. Things are going to move very quickly for you, and I love that. Let's see the card for the beginning of the year in the next couple months, Scorpio. 7, crown chakra, another one of these bad boys. So connecting if you're feeling kind of scattered in how you want to execute this plan that you have, this project you've been working on, this idea, it's going to be important to slow the fuck down, to tap into yourself, to synchronicities I'm hearing. So be really mindful of certain synchronicities that are coming up for you. Notice where you're giving your attention and how that kind of like continues to manifest more of that, right? So we're not going to be able to just shut off our thoughts and, you know, if a thought comes up that we don't like or a way of thinking comes up that we don't like, instead of compiling shame and thinking about it more, just say, okay, and what about this? And bring your attention somewhere else, right? So to really just be mindful of the synchronicities and how that's manifesting things in your actual physical world. Okay, next up we have Sagittarius. Let's see what guidance Spirit has for Sag this week. What messages Sagittarius may need. All right, Sag. Ooh. Ooh. 19 light. Again, that's funny. And then 7 crown. And then triumphant success. Okay. These triumphant successes come up a bunch too. This is very interesting. I always love to see which ones repeat. So Sag. There's definitely some heaviness around you. It's interesting though, because I sense you kind of like powering through it, right? You are feeling very strong and confident in your foundation and just the path that you're on, that you're just kind of like plugging through, like, okay, this is a problem, let's tackle it, let's do this. This is a problem, let's tackle it, let's do this. But it's weird because normally this is not like energy that comes forward for me in a reading. So Spirit is almost like kind of slow and reassess your approach. I feel like you're almost, I don't want to say too confident, but you're kind of making decisions more impulsively. And there are certain things that you should be thinking over at this time, especially with the retrograde. So certain decisions that you're making, not that they're bad decisions, but they might be made quickly and promptly and not really completely like intuitively guided. You know, I feel like you're just in this specific mode of do, go. So kind of to slow down and really, when something comes forward for you and it might be a bigger decision, sit and think, how does this feel in my body, right? And like am I making this decision for myself? Am I making this for the good of someone else? Like your why behind the decision. I know that's like pretty broad, but I just feel like there's a need to slow down, and like your preferred mode of being and thinking is not bad, but it's just like very fast and quick. And then there are things I feel like you're gonna have to like clean up and reassess because you kind of jumped into a particular direction, if that makes sense. Especially with triumph and success, this is again being at a crossroads and having to make decisions that you will come out on the other side, but this is not without effort. So I feel like you're spending more time kind of tying up some loose ends because of being so quick to make decisions. All right, so let's see what we have for the next coming months in the new year. 7 triumph. I love it. Okay. So yeah, overall, like I said, this is not a bad thing. It's just, you're going to be more mindful about like how you operate and how you make decisions and how you move in this world, and seeing that like sometimes you need to pull back. Sometimes you don't always have to be so decisive, right? Can we let someone else do that? Can we let someone else take the reins and use more of that energy for things that you are incredibly passionate about? So it's not negative. It's just kind of understanding your energy better and how you can work with it better, if that makes sense. But I like it. Overall, it's very positive. All right, next up we have Capricorn. Let's see what Spirit has for Capricorn this week. What guidance, what messages does Capricorn need to hear? All right, Cap. We have 9, fulfillment of wishes. 18, shadow. Oh, shit. And 5, wisdom. Okay, Cap, things are definitely changing for you in a lot of different ways. Career-wise, that's where I'm kind of being drawn when I look at fulfillment of wishes, the number 9. So really coming to this like amazing milestone in your career. Some of you have been working on a project and that's maybe getting to the public now. Something I see in service in humanity, so something around mental health or just like mental emotional well-being. You are, I'm not in the service industry, but in sort of in a way working toward creating foundational or system, or like working on systems that create foundational programs for mental health or emotional health, like I was saying. So you're working on bettering people's lives, and that is, fulfillment of wishes is amazing. It's like getting everything you ever wanted. So that's something that is really going to be fulfilling for you and feel amazing at your core, right? It's something that you've put a lot of energy and time into. And then we are being presented with the shadow card. So I am seeing some issue here. And this is, I'm seeing another woman. So I'm seeing a conflict with a woman around just like completely different value system or beliefs. And you're having a lot of issues kind of accepting this person where they're at, right? So accepting conflicting ideas about how things should be and how people should live their lives. So there's definitely some work that needs to be done here around just overall accepting people for where they're at, right? We're never going to live in this world where everyone believes the same shit and everyone's on the same page about everything. It's just not, it's not even realistic, even if you think that something is like awful. And you're going to have your non-negotiables, obviously. But where can you learn to accept that like you are going to live this lifetime and people are not going to be on the same page still by the end of it? Like, it's just the reality of life, unfortunately. And how can you cultivate more acceptance there? The situation will definitely bring you a lot of wisdom and growth and help you kind of learn how to coexist with more different types of people, which will actually help you grow more and help them grow more, because now you can see all these different types of views and how there can be multiple truths at the same time, right? So definitely let this be a learning experience for you as you're being frustrated. Know that there is some wisdom in there. And I'm going to pull your card for the beginning of this calendar year for the next couple of months. 20 truth card. So I love this. So being able to see the full spectrum of a situation and not just your perspective is going to be incredibly important, right? How can my truth exist with somebody else's truth, and where can we find a common ground if we can, right? So that will be your challenge these upcoming months, is how you can or cannot find that common ground and how you want to let that affect your everyday life, right? Because I do feel that's something that's kind of weighing on you, Cap. All right, next up we have Aquarius. Let's see what guidance and messages we have for Aquarius this week. All right, Aquarius. Let's see, we got 7, patience and planning. And in 8, accelerated motion. These are heavy hitters this week. And 6, material and spiritual prosperity. Okay, Aquarius. A lot of changes. Patience and planning. Okay, this is foundational for me. So patience around, this could be planning like career-wise what you're going to do, or some of you actually living. So where am I going to live and what does that look like? I feel like you've had so many ideas about this, and now you're put in a place where you can actually take action, and you really are not feeling very grounded and like certain about what this looks like, okay? So there's definitely some mental conflict with that. You do have the accelerated motion. So once you can kind of organize your ideas and your vision and what that looks like, things will move incredibly rapidly. I mean, they're already going to be moving crazy for you this week. You're going to have a lot of changes, but I do feel like there's some things you need to sort out and kind of ask yourself, like, what is it that I want out of life? And not even like, oh, I want this job and I want to live in this place. No, the feeling. What is the feeling I want to embody? What does my day-to-day routine look like? And then from there, when you start to envision, like, I'm waking up in the morning and I'm laying in bed and I'm looking out the window. What's out the window? Right away. What comes to mind right away? What's out the window? Okay. Then I get dressed for the day and I walk to my front door. What are you wearing? Like, your clothes also indicate kind of the lifestyle that you live or what you do for work. When you walk out the door, what does it look like on your street? What is the temperature like? How do you feel outside? Is it cold? Is it dark? You know, all these different things. So start to really go through like visualization exercises, see what your day-to-day looks like, and then you kind of get from there the answers, okay? So then you have the material and spiritual prosperity. Great card. Just knowing that you will be supported and making money. This is definitely a stressor I'm hearing for you right now. How will I make money? How will I support myself, my family? Know that that will be taken care of. You're not going to go through poverty at this time or anything that's going to be a major setback, okay? There needs to be some more trust in your path. I'm going to pull your card for the next couple months, beginning of this year. 3 fertility card. I love it. Some of us, this could be an actual baby, and others it is almost like a rebirth in your life. So starting your life, not really over, but kind of starting your life over. Starting in a brand new way, looking and putting yourself in uncomfortable situations, right? Uncomfortable places, completely just out of your comfort zone, just doing things brand new. And it's going to be exciting. It's going to be incredibly uncomfortable at first, but then it's going to bring this wave of excitement to you. Like, oh, if I could do this and I could work through this and be successful at it, what else can I do, right? It's just going to broaden your horizons, Aquarius. So definitely lean into that. It's only going to be rewarding for you. Okay. And last but not least, we have Pisces. Let's see what Spirit has for Pisces this week. What guidance, what messages does our Pisces need? All right. We have 5 obstacles and challenges. 2, intuition. Always the intuition. And 5, financial and material changes. A lot of these cards this week are around money. A lot of them. All right, Pisces, obstacles, challenges, intuition, financial and material changes. So this is also kind of a career one for me. I'm seeing you really like reassess, like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Do I enjoy my job? Do I really enjoy this schedule? Like wanting to break away from the 9 to 5, wanting to break away from like making somebody else rich kind of, and just like being like, you have security in your job and it's not bad, but I don't feel like you're very passionate about it. And it's just like not the vision that you see for your life, or maybe it was. And now that you're there, you're like, this is it. This is all I'm going to do. So having challenges with that, just overall, I'm feeling like just feeling very frustrated. Like I'm feeling like you need to like shake your body, like go out on a run, like literally do some jumping jacks, jump rope, like just move this energy, because there's a lot of frustration coming up for you, which is good because these things need to be released. It's old stagnant energy that's not serving you. It's old beliefs that are not serving you. It's old hurts that are not serving you. So these things need to be released before you get clarity and move forward in any direction. So yeah, just shaking the body. Sometimes you just get up and you start moving and flailing and whatever you got to do to get that energy up and moving out of your body. And that's also a great way to heighten your intuition, is tuning into your body and seeing what your body needs. Our body is always communicating with us and we just fucking ignore it. So be sure to, like I said, tune into your body. If you feel like you have to go on a walk, if you feel like you need a rest, if you feel like I need to go scream somewhere, go do it. But the material changes. So I do see kind of like a rough patch with finance for you. If you do take a leap to do something different, you might kind of feel like you're having a setback, but know that that's almost like a slingshot I'm hearing. So if you do have a setback, it's almost like something that's going to like pull you one step back to pull you 2 steps forward, right? Or propel you 2 steps forward. So it's not something to really deter you. If you get like, say you get the job opportunity, right? And it's not extremely lucrative, but it can open the door to other opportunities for you, or there's room for growth in a direction you really want to go in. That's something to do and kind of work through these uncomfortable feelings and like maybe not having quite as much money as you'd like for a little bit. And pull your card for the beginning of the year in the next couple of months. We have 2 movement, choices, decisions, of course. So kind of just confirms everything I just said. Big changes for you around where you want your life to go, what avenue you want to go in, and it's a little bit scattered right now. This is not going to be clear for you this week, might I add. Like, this is all about kind of releasing that energy and that pent up frustration and learning to work with it and move through it to then figure out what you want to do, and things will become more clear in time. They're not clear right now. They're not ready right now. There are other things that have to be processed. So that's that for Pisces and all of our signs this week. If you like what I do, be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. Check out my Instagram for a ton of free posts, information, and my website for any information if you're looking to book your own personal reading. I do card readings that I send as a video to your email, and I also do one-on-one video sessions if you want to talk and go a little bit more in depth. This could be so many different things. It could be around trauma and relationships. It can be breath work. It can be, kind of like business and like limiting beliefs, whatever you need at the time. So I hope that you enjoy this week's readings and have a great week ahead. I'll see y'all next week.